Located in the Volta Region of Ghana is a very peaceful village called Mafi Dove. Mafi Dove is home to more than 4,000 people, and the most amazing thing is almost none of the people living in Mafi Dove were born inside the village. As a community, Mafi Dove is full of contradictions. On one hand, it has a deeply rooted religious values of love, kindness, and acceptance. But on the other hand, childbirth, rearing of animals, and burials are totally unacceptable in the community. Many of the community's customs and traditions are said to have originated from the founder, who was a hunter by name Togbe Gbowofia Akiti. According to the history of Mafi Dove, the land where it is currently located now was previously empty because it belonged to the gods of the land who protected it. So, when the first settler and founder Togbe Akete first set foot on the land, he heard a voice from the sky. According to the elders, the voice told him about the sacred nature of the land and gave him 3 conditions or rules to abide by if he and his people wanted to settle on the land. The rules were no childbirth, no animal rearing, and no burials. Believe it or not, all the people living in Mafi Dove were never born inside the village. Absolutely none of them were born in the community. Though it frowns on childbirth, women living in Mafi Dove are allowed to freely menstruate and also get pregnant. However, all pregnant women must leave the village to another if she is near delivery to prevent getting into labor while on the land of Mafi Dove. On instances where a woman unexpectedly gets into labor and deliver on the land of Mafi Dove, the elders are informed and they conduct rituals that are intended to purify the land and appease the gods to prevent any calamities. Because of this strange taboo, it is common to see expectant mothers being rushed to neighboring villages or towns such as Dokpe and Atetikpo to deliver their babies there. Some of these women are sent away from Mafi Dove when they are either 1 or 2 months away from their delivery date to avoid any premature births. The women are required to remain in those villages until they have delivered and the umbilical cord of their babies have fallen off. Another unique thing about the Mafi Dove community is that there are no sign of animal walking about. No cattle, no goats, no pigs, no cats, no dogs, no single animal walking about in the community. Rearing or breeding animals in Mafi Dove has been a taboo for as long as the village has been in existence. It is one of the practices that will most likely remain in place for a long time to come because the elders of the community are resolute on preserving and honoring the roots and customs and traditions of the community. The interesting thing, however, is that though the villagers are not allowed to rear or keep animals in Mafi Dove, they can bring animals into the village only on condition that such animals are slaughtered on the same day. Such animals are not permitted to roam about the village because such actions will amount to animal rearing, which may attract the anger of the gods. The third fascinating thing about Mafi Dove certainly is the fact that there is no burial ground or cemetery in any part of the village. No one is ever buried in the village. When someone dies, they are immediately taken for burial grounds outside of the village. Mafi Dove is undoubtedly one of the most unique villages all over the world. Despite the strange rules, the village is floating with love, kindness, understanding, and so much more. Many of the women have in the last few years come out to challenge these taboos, demanding a change so they can give birth to their babies in the village free from any kind of reproach. But the elders have remained steadfast in their resolve never to change their traditions. The elders consider themselves as the custodians of Mafi Dove's customs and traditions. While the elders are not keen on changing any of the taboos, Women in Mafi Dove remain optimistic that with time the taboo on childbirth would be amended. Although childbirth in the village is totally a forbidden practice, those who break these rules are not punished by the village elders or the community, because it is believed that women who break this taboo risk giving birth to babies with deformities or other health issues.